If you have a Ford F-150 with the 6R80 transmission and are experiencing codes like a P0720, P0722, P0731, and are experiencing problems like a harsh shift or output speed sensor issues, then watch this video to see how to replace your transmission lead frame. First thing you will want to do is be able to get under the vehicle. Be sure that you chalk your wheels so the vehicle can't roll. Next, on the passenger side of your transmission, locate the transmission fill and check plug. You will need a 19mm or 3/4 inch wrench to unscrew from the transmission. Be very careful when removing the check stick and cap. As you can see, the check stick is made of plastic and can very easily break if dropped. I would recommend putting it somewhere safe until you are ready to fill the transmission back up. We are now ready to remove the transmission pan. This is held on by 21 8mm bolts. Be sure to have a drain pan ready to catch the old fluid. As you can see, the filter came out with the transmission pan. We will be replacing the filter and the orange filter seal you see here before we are done. Before the mechanic goes any further, he will inspect the transmission pan for any metal shavings or clutch material. If there is a bunch of debris, then the problem is more internal than the lead frame. Lucky for us, this pan looks very clean. With the pan removed, we can now unplug the lead frame plug-in. It will be located on the rear passenger side of the transmission. To do this, push up on the lever in a counterclockwise position. If it seems stuck, put some WD-40 around the plug to lubricate. This plug is plastic and can break, so take your time and don't force anything. While we are in this area, we will go ahead and remove the frame's connector sleeve. To do this, push in and pull down on the locking tab located on the valve body, as the mechanic does here. With the sleeve unlocked, you can now pull it out. These can be tied in place, so you may have to wiggle it back and forth until it comes out. Again, this is plastic, so don't pry too hard or it can break. The mechanic is now ready to remove the transmission valve body. To do this, we will need a Torx 30 socket. Here is a diagram that shows all 11 bolts needed to remove. When you pull the valve body away from the transmission, you will have a thermal bypass with spring fall out of the case that looks like this. It is very important not to lose this part. We will show how we insert it back in after we change the lead frame. With a Torx 27, remove the 6 bolts holding the lead frame to the valve body. Here is a diagram of the 6 bolts. The mechanic will now point at 2 dowel pins. These hold your lead frame in place. Using a small pry bar, work your way back and forth to raise the lead frame off of the valve body. This is made of plastic, so do not force it out. Take your time and don't break anything. When you buy a new lead frame, it should come with this foam strip. Be sure to install it as the mechanic shows here. The foam strip is part of a Technical Service Bulletin, TSB, to protect the electrical contacts of the shift solenoids from contamination, moisture, and metal particles. We are now ready to install the new lead frame. Put some assembly goo on each of the dowel pins. This will help it slide into place a lot easier. When putting on the lead frame, be sure to align the plastic knob from your neutral safety switch with the middle of your shift valve the mechanic shows here. Once we have it together, we will give a better visual on how it should line up. Work your way around the lead frame until it is up against the valve body. See how the neutral safety switch and shift valve are together? This is how yours should look. This way they both move together as you move the shifter. We are now ready to start the lead frame bolts. With your Torx 27, run each bolt in until they are snug. Do not tighten yet, we need to torque these bolts. These bolts will torque to 53 inch-pounds. This valve body and lead frame are now ready to be installed back in the transmission. Remember the thermal bypass that fell out of the transmission case? Get some assembly goo and apply it around the bypass. Stick it back into the case as the mechanic does here with the spring sticking up. It can very easily slide back out again, so be sure you are ready to install the valve body before doing this. Installing the valve body can be tricky and should be done with 2 people if you can. Get the valve body flat against the case and start your 2 bolts. After that, run them in until they are snug and then start the rest of the valve body bolts. Be sure to align your shifter up with the neutral safety switch. We will show what that looks like after we get ours started. Here is what the shifter, neutral safety switch, and shift valve should look like when complete. You should be able to spin the end of the valve freely as the mechanic does here. Run each valve body bolt in until they are snug. Don't tighten yet, they need to be torqued and in a certain sequence. Each valve body bolt should be torqued at 71 inch-pounds and in the sequence order shown here. Next, we are ready to put in the connector sleeve, apply some assembly goo to the O-ring seals for easier installation. When installing the sleeve, remember that it only goes one way. See the notch on the inside of the sleeve? This lines up with the cutout port inside the lead frame plug. Slide the sleeve in and spin it until you feel it hit the right spot, then push in. Once the sleeve is in all the way, you should be able to push up on the white locking tab on your valve body. This will only slide up if you have the sleeve in all the way. Now to tighten the transmission plug. Just insert and turn the lever in a clockwise position. You should see it tight against the sleeve. Put some assembly goo to the orange seal on the filter. Be sure that the old seal came out with your old filter. Don't want to accidentally double seal this. With our pan clean, we are now ready to bolt it back to the transmission. Start each pan bolt with your fingers. Don't use any tools to start pan bolts because you can cross-thread the bolts. Now snug each pan bolt. Then you can torque each bolt to 90 inch-pounds. The 6R80 transmission will take Mercon LV transmission fluid. You will need a transfer pump like this one to get it from the bottle to the inside of the transmission. With one hose in the bottle and one in the transmission, we can now pump the fluid. We will pump 5 quarts in, start the vehicle, then start adding and checking the fluid level from there. Be sure the vehicle is running, in park and on level ground while checking the transmission fluid level. After 10 quarts altogether, we are finally full. You will need to drive this and get the transmission up to operating temperature between 90 and 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Then check the fluid level again. Lastly, put your check stick and cap back on the transmission. I hope this video helps you guys. Please give a like and subscribe.